Peace, everyone. This is Kashin with the Fortified Fitness and Strength channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. And if you've been here before, or if you're a subscriber, welcome back. First things first, I haven't posted a video in a while. In some of my previous videos, you may have heard me talk about my day job where I work for the U.S. Postal Service. I'm a letter carrier. Why I'm a letter carrier and chose to get into powerlifting, I know it doesn't make sense. That's probably a subject for another video. But anyway, what should be a 9-to-5 job, if you've been paying attention to the news, and if you're here in the United States, I know some of you may be overseas, the Postal Service has been having a rough time right about now. So my 9-to-5 has really been more like a 9-to-9. Like literally, I have not been getting home before 9 p.m. out delivering mail most nights lately. So not only has that affected my YouTube activity, but it's also affected my training as well. I had a stretch recently where unfortunately I did not even get in the gym for like 2 straight weeks. So I'm going to address that coming up. I think what I'm going to have to start doing is training in the morning, getting up early and actually training before work. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll strive to make a video about that before too much time has passed. But I decided to make this one because while my wife and I were out of town this past weekend, I did get to the gym. I actually did a full body workout, but the upper body part of the full body workout, I thought, you know what? This actually would be a great, quick upper body workout if somebody just wanted to get in and out of the gym. They didn't have a lot of time, but they really wanted to hit their upper body. Then this would be a real nice way to do it. It's on the Hammer strength machines that they seem to have in all Planet Fitnesses. One of the reasons I opted for the machines instead of the Smith machine in this case is because, again, time was a factor, and loading and unloading plates is time consuming. It's a lot easier just to move a pin. So that's what we did. And hopefully you'll get something out of this. If you're in a similar situation that I was in this past weekend, you have an upper lower split, or you just want to try it out for whatever reason, you want to see if you can smash your upper body into pieces in like a half hour or so. Hopefully this will be helpful with that. To give full disclosure, this workout, or this part of the full body workout, took 36 minutes for me to complete. And that includes setting up the camera. And again, this I was out of town, so this is not a Planet Fitness that I'm used to. The layout in all of them is a bit different. They all basically have the same machines and equipment, but they're not all set up the same way. So even being in a gym that I'm not used to, and setting up the camera between exercises and between sets, I still got it done in 36 minutes. So if you're not recording yourself, or if you don't need as many warm-ups or whatever, you should be able to get this done in a half hour. So anyway, on to the clips, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, first up is the abdominal crunch machine. I've started putting abdominal work first. I tend to do one ab exercise at the beginning of my training session. And that's because for years I've honestly neglected direct ab work, and I want to see if doing direct ab work will help not only with strength and stability, but of course for vanity's sake to look better, because I don't care what a powerlifter says, we all have a hidden inner bodybuilder somewhere inside. So this was my second set of 3. And this is my favorite ab machine in the whole gym, because you're hitting the abs from top and bottom at the same time. You're bringing your knees up while you're crunching your upper body down. I really like the way it hits the abs. After that, we went on to the Hammer Strength Incline Press. This is one of 2 chest machines that Hammer Strength has in Planet Fitness. The other is just called the chest press. This one mimics an incline bench press, and the chest press mimics more of a traditional bench press motion. All right, on the Hammer machine, basically you're gonna adjust the seat with this lever right here. Right here. That's basically how you're gonna do it. Having the seat in the right position for me means having the handles right around the middle to lower part of my chest at the start of the set or the start of each rep. Feel free to tinker with that a bit to see if you like it a little bit higher. You probably are not going to want the handles any lower than that, but for an incline motion, you may find that you like to have yours a little bit higher. As long as you're feeling it primarily in your pecs, your chest, you have it in the right spot or in a good spot. This exercise also works the triceps and the front of your shoulders to some extent, so yes, you'll feel something there, but as long as you're feeling it primarily in your chest, you have it in a good spot. Now, I've had a history of shoulder problems, and I found that on this machine, what keeps my shoulders from hurting is sort of flaring my elbows out at the bottom there, and then turning my elbows in a bit on the way up. So if you have any kind of discomfort in your shoulders when doing this, I would suggest trying that with your elbow placement and see if this works. Now, what I'm doing here is a drop set because, again, this was a brief workout, so I didn't do a lot of sets. I really consider this my only work set on this exercise. The set that I did previously was like my last warm-up set. So this drop set, some people when they do drop sets, they don't take as much time as I just did between the end of the first part and the beginning of the drop part. Mine is probably more like a rest, pause, drop, so to speak, because I do take a few extra breaths before I get going on the next round of reps on that exercise. From that, I went into pull downs. They also have a hammer strength row, which is a horizontal row. The pull down that I used on this day is more of a vertical row, vertical pull, I'm sorry. So you're pulling from up and then down into your body, whereas on the other row machine, you will pull from out into your body. You're gonna adjust the seat. This. Right, with this one, you're gonna adjust your seat height. Once again, with this handle, this is actually where I want mine. So, when you get in, there's also this pad for the knees. Adjust that. Just gonna lift this up, and you're just gonna lower it until it's resting on your legs. Because then you try to push up against it, it won't move. It'll be locked into place. And you want the seat at a height so that you can reach up and grab the handle without having to stretch, because at the end of the rep, you don't want this pulling you off the seat. You know, if it was maybe a different kind of machine, not a big deal, but you don't want that weight to hit and then the lock alarm to go off, and then you'll be kicked out of this place. All right, here we go. Now this set is my last warm-up set. Notice that around my wrists and my palms, I have what are called Versa grips. Those are a grip aid. I love those things. On just about every rowing or pulling exercise, I go barehanded up to a certain point, and then I throw the Versa grips on to make sure that my grip is not a limiting factor in the reps that I do. If you notice, I do not have my thumbs wrapped around the bar, or I guess I should say handles, because the thumbless grip allows me to feel my lats more. I do not notice my biceps as much when doing rows or pulls with a thumbless grip, but feel free to do them however you are comfortable with. There is no right or wrong on that. The only caveat I would add is a suggestion, not a mandate, that if you're going to go thumbless on your heaviest sets, then you probably would want to use a grip aid, either a Versa grip, straps, something like that, because without your thumb on the bar, the Versa grip makes sure that that bar, or I keep saying a bar, I'm so used to it, the handle's not going to slip out of my hand. But if you don't have something like that, and they probably aren't going to let you use chalk in there, you may want to keep your thumb wrapped around the bar so it doesn't slip so it doesn't slip out of your hands while you're doing the exercise. Now, if you notice, the rep speed on every exercise you see me doing in this video is pretty deliberate, particularly the negative or the eccentric or the lowering, however you phrase it, of the weight. On that part, you don't want to just lose control or be loose and let the weight pull you up. You want to control the weight both as you're contracting the muscle and as the muscle is being stretched on the negative or eccentric part of the rep. So I'm not saying do excruciatingly slow negatives, but you do want to have control of the weight on the negative part of the rep. One, for safety reasons, and also because you'll get more out of each rep. Now, personally, if I know a rep is my last rep, that last negative will be very slow on purpose. There's still gains in the negative, so if it's my last rep, I want to make sure I've gotten everything out of that set that I could possibly get. After the pull downs, I went on to the shoulder press machine. This is like a barbell or dumbbell overhead press. That's what this is supposed to simulate. The handles are where I like them is where the barbell would be, or where the dumbbells would be if I were actually going to do a free weight press. I want to have the bar or the dumbbells come down as low as possible, and that way I'm keeping tension on the muscle throughout the entire range of motion. So adjust the seat height accordingly for yourself. For this exercise on this day, I only did one straight set, but a little bit higher reps than I did on the first part of either drop set I did, if that makes sense. Because again, did not have a lot of time, and also I'm 45 years old. I'm trying to take care of myself as far as my tendons, ligaments, all the connective tissue, as well as muscle. So I still go heavy in a session, but I've learned I should probably back away a little bit, at least on one exercise in a training session. All right, so with that, we're going to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you have ideas or questions, anything else that you'd like to see me shoot some content on, please leave it, those suggestions or requests in the comments section. Let me know, and I'll do my best to make that happen. Also, if you have not done this already, you know what I'm about to ask, because everybody on YouTube does it. Please hit that thumbs up, give this video a like. It helps the channel. Also, please subscribe. If you'd like to see more of these videos, more of my content, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so you'll know when new videos are posted. Also, on a couple of other videos, I've seen a handful of questions asking about programming. If you have any questions about programming, any specific questions, go ahead and feel free to leave those in the comments. If it's something I can address quickly, I'll be glad to do it. Or if it's something more specific or something you need a more detailed answer to, feel free to shoot me an email. It'll be on the screen as soon as this goes black, fortifiedfitness@gmail.com. Again, thanks for your time tuning in to this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.